My family lived in Wexford town, stopped travelling and settled down. Now me father kept a horse and car, we lived within the town. Oh, the people there misunderstood, oh, they did not know our way. So with horse and car back on the road, I began my travelling day. Me father was called the Pecker Dun, and I'm the Pecker too. Although I oft times felt his fist, oh, he taught me all he knew. I know I'll never be as good, and yet I feel no shame for the other things me father taught. I am proud to bear his name. He taught me pride and how to live, though the road is hard and long, and how a man will never starve with a banjo, fiddle or song, and how to camp beside a ditch on a stormy winter's night. And I've learned to go the road again, where there's gone the tinker man. Oh, Wexford it is a town I love, but the travelling man is gone. And a man must feel affection for the town where he was raised. I know someday that I'll go back when me travelling days are done, and the people then will start to wonder what's happened to the Pecker Dun. The Peckers above in heaven's arms, with the likes of Luke and Drew, they're having a song and having a yarn, and maybe a jar or two. I hope someday that when I go, that I'll end up there too, and the people then will start to wonder what's happened old Stephen Dunn.
Did you write a few lines of that?
The last verse, yeah.
Did you sing that with your father?
Well, I never sung with my father. Would you believe that? I didn't start singing till after he passed. Yeah. I used to always just be playing. I used to always just play the banjo or play the fiddle, and I didn't think I could sing, like, you know. But I was busking up in Galway one day then, and this lad was walking down past me, a fellow with red hair, and he started smiling mad, you know. And I was playing this banjo, and he said to me, "Jesus, what kind of a machine is that you're playing?" He said, "Is that a Windsor 7?" And I said, "Jesus, it is." I said to myself, "This fella knows what he's looking at here, you know." And he said, "You might come up to the pub up the road here later on this evening." He said, "We're playing a couple of songs." So I went up, and with himself and 2 or 3 other lads was inside, and they sounded exactly the same as the Dubliners. And this fella with the red hair, he was the Luke Kelly. He was like the Luke Kelly of the band, like, you know. Fantastic voice, a fantastic singer. And that's how I was in the pub playing with them, and I was just playing away the tunes, you know. And next thing he said, "Sing a song," he said. And I said, "Jesus, I don't sing." And he said, "Jesus, you're Pecker Dunn's son, how don't you sing?" And I said, "All right, so I'll give it a go." And I wasn't great at the start, like, you know what I mean. But watching this man and the boys, I picked it up, like, you know what I mean. So just went on from there, started singing away. And I was in the band for a while with the boys, and then we had too much crack, to be honest about it. We were doing a lot of boozing and playing, like, you know what I mean. So we packed it up in the end, and he went his way and I went my way, and he's still playing today, and so am I, like, you know what I mean. So
And you didn't sing with your father at all?
no, never sang with him. No, played all the time banjo or else the fiddle. was a young fella, yeah. I didn't think I could sing, you see. And I just never tried it. I was always just brought up playing the banjo, like, you know. Because my dad kind of, his voice went at some point when I was growing up, like he got cancer, you see. So he had to stop singing. So anytime we went busking, he'd be just playing. So that's kind of where I just picked up just playing, do you know, that kind of way.
Hard to sing too, isn't it? If you do, if
It is. It takes a lot of battle, like, you know what I mean. You have to muster up a lot of courage, like if you wouldn't be used to it now. When that man asked me that day in the pub to sing, I was like, oh Jesus, no, not at all, get me out of here, like, you know. But he kind of put me on the spot, threw me into the deep end, kind of like, you know. Later that night, then they had 2 or 3 gigs that day. It was Patrick's weekend, you see, and we went to this pub anyways, the second pub, and we were playing away. The next thing that he was after double booking, and he said, right, Stephen, you play away here. And I thought, oh Jesus, how am I going to do a 2-hour show, like, you know? Oh, you'll be all right, you're pecker done, son. He said, and I bluffed it away anyways and sang away, you know. And yeah, that's how it went.
and the rest is history.
The rest is history we got.
Brilliant. You love singing now, do you?
I do, I love singing, I love entertaining people and having a bit of crack with them, yeah.
Do you write your own songs?
No, I don't. I've added bits and pieces onto songs, like, you know, but yet to write a full one. Yeah.
What would your favourite songs be?
I do love the Dubliners. I love the Dubliners music, and Johnny Cash died. I love Johnny Cash as well, but the old country singers like Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings and all them kind, yeah. But the Dubliners and Christy Moore and all the old Irish artists too, like, you know, they'd be my favourites.
And what attracts you to a song?
I love the song. If there was a lovely air to a song, that's what really catches my attention to a song. Sometimes there could be a great song and the air mightn't catch my attention, you know. But then someday I might hear somebody singing it a certain way, and that's what catch me, you know. You listen to the words. Somebody'd make you listen to the words to be singing it. It's hard to explain.
The air burst.
Yeah, I love the airs, like, yeah.
Listen, thanks for that.
No problem, Mike.